Excellent. Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 2 in the Printerverse at Print 18. Hey, Marianne. Yes, people back there at the people in table in row 6. Awesome. Party in row 6, apparently. I like it. Are you guys still drinking, or is this okay, I love it. I love the printers. They're awesome. I am so honored to be sitting next to our first interview guest on Monday, day 2 of Print 18. Somebody's calling me. Her name is Sabine Geldermann. Yeah, good. She is the director of drupa and the global head of print technology. Yes, I got that right.
Absolutely, Deborah.
Sabine is responsible for drupa, which is the world, and many other shows, but specifically drupa is the world's largest trade fair. It takes place every 4 years in Düsseldorf, Germany, in a place called the Messe, which I can't even begin to describe the awesomeness of what is the Messe. But without further ado, Sabine, Director of drupa, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm always very excited to have you.
Deborah, thank you very much as well for the invitation. I'm very pleased to be here again and to share the information regarding drupa 2020, and it's an honor as well for me.
Thank you so much. That's so cool. So here's the deal, people. You've got 1 year and a little to start making your plans. When I say 1 year and a little, I mean you've already decided you're going. You have 1 year to start getting it together. So now is the time to be looking into what are you going to be doing at drupa, what could you possibly see at drupa, and most importantly, what will you leave drupa with? Because I think that is something very important. You go there with one idea of what it will be, but you leave with so much more because you kind of can't understand it unless you've been there. And Sabine and I were talking the other day, and I made the analogy that it's like describing the Sistine Chapel to somebody. You can describe it. You can say it's blue. You can say there's a certain smell in there. You can say the light hits the windows and it shines on the fresco. But unless you're standing there, you can't really understand the experience of it. And I would encourage everybody to get a plane ticket. It's not that difficult. You just get a plane ticket and you pack a suitcase and you go off on the print adventure of a lifetime. So maybe you can share with the people some of the thoughts behind your theme and what they can expect from you to deliver for them.
Yes, my pleasure. So actually the theme of next drupa is Embrace the Future. And as Deborah already mentioned, drupa is considered to be the world-leading trade fair on an Olympic cycle. And so far, we are considering again to meet the world over there. We are considering to occupy 18 halls, 1,800 exhibitors, visitors from all over the world. At the last edition, we had 260,000 from 183 countries. So we literally can say that the world and the experts being in the print industry as well as packaging applications are going to meet again in Düsseldorf from June 16th to 26th. So it's an 11-day show, and that underlines as well that you specifically the exhibitors are going to showcase really workflows, processes, machinery. I think this is a unique selling point of drupa, that so many of the key players worldwide simply have unbelievable spaces. So one of the biggest is going to be again HP, covering one single hall with 6,000 square meters. I think it's 6.
And your hometown Heidelberg stepped up too, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. So many of the big players that you're seeing here as well do have unbelievable stands. And indeed, we are having this month, today is October 1st, at the end of this month already application deadline regarding the exhibitor side. And so far it's a very dynamic development. We we already have taken a very important milestone of 100,000 square meters net.
Wow.
All major, let's say, suppliers being on board, and we will soon start as well on increasing the visitor campaigns as well as the topics that be of interest. So just to underline what you said, highlight topics of drupa are going to be, again, certainly everything related to digital printing applications, the overall range of different technologies. I think it's the platform where top innovations are going to take place, and the majority of exhibits will showcase as well their latest innovation and trends. And this is going to be the pulse generator as well for our contents. If we're talking about major stages, so-called the Drupa Cube, for example, an 11-day show program being inspirational, educating, engaging for our customers. And we have several so-called touch points where we're highlighting applications such as visionary packaging solutions, 3D additive manufacturing, and a so-called inspiring ambience at DNA, which is a wordplay, really what is driving innovation on one side, and it's the aspiration for Drupa Next Age, where you will meet young talents as well as startup companies, traditional companies, and concentrate as well on cutting-edge technologies that will certainly have an impact on our industry.
There's so much to do, and there's so much to see. And I was speaking with Jamie the printer. That's Jamie the printer.
Yeah.
I bring Jamie the printer each year to watch the panels and ask real questions. And he had a real question about drupa, so I thought he could ask you.
Absolutely, with pleasure.
Good morning. How you doing? We're a medium-sized printing company in New Jersey, and if we're making plans to come visit the show, it just seems overwhelming. 18 buildings to follow. How are we going to navigate that? We only have a small amount of time to be there. I don't think we could be there for 11 days. So is there anything in place that would help us navigate the show and see what we need to see?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, we encourage and recommend that you go on the website and get an idea of the focal themes and topics in the relevant halls. But as we still have 20 months to go, this will build up the momentum. And on the other side, Messe Düsseldorf in general, not only for drupa, but for all of our trade fairs in our portfolio, we're going to offer a new indoor navigation system, which is a digital solution, certainly, and then you can really match whatever you're looking for. And the system provides you with proposals, or you even say, okay, I'm attending the booth of EFI and I would like to go to Canon, and then you simply get the shortest step and way, and the system will guide you through the 18 halls. So this is a support in terms of digital, and other than that, we certainly make sure in color codes, whatever, when you're entering the 3 entrances, north, south, east, that you really get an idea about orientation and guidance you're looking for.
That was a great question.
Yeah.
It can seem overwhelming if you look at a map, but the thing about it is it's very organized, and you can look at the website, as Sabine mentioned, and make your plan and literally make a map and say, if I'm on this side of the Messe, then I will do all of this, and the next day I will go over here. I certainly wouldn't recommend try to go back and forth across it, but even if you wanted to, there's actually a bus system within the Messe that could take you. Mm-hmm. It is a fantastic experience. Why should, Jamie would be an attendee, but there are other manufacturers sitting here right now who maybe don't take advantage of the worldwide stage to share their products and services with people. Can you give them some compelling reasons, or maybe tell a story of somebody who did very well? Well, actually, we have a story sitting in the foil back there. Mm-hmm. But speak to the exhibitors who might be thinking, should I do this? Am I too small for this? Maybe that is what I think a lot of people think, they're too small for drupa.
I don't think that it's depending on the size or the size of the company. I think the compelling point, what you just said, is really if you want to be ahead of the competition or really understand what kind of trends and innovation are going to happen in your industry, it's a must attend, because many of the key players as well as content program will offer first-hand information about the next steps in our industry. They're talking about mega trends and the impact on our industry. They're really showcasing with their machinery a lifetime, let's say, experience, and you can really, let's say, rely on a lot of practical experience that is very worth for integrating in your responsibility that you're going to have in your company. So I think it's a lot of reasons why you shouldn't miss the event, either if you observe and network with all these international parties being there, and explore as well the cutting edge and the newest technology that is going to happen. And many of the big players, they have daily programs, they have a stage, they really, showcase what is state-of-the-art industry, and that's, I think, reasons enough to come and to network and to understand where the world is heading.
And it's also very interesting because, of course, all the major corporations and manufacturers and companies are there. Of course they're there. But there are small, very small booths in technology areas. And you can go there and really discover something you have never seen before, especially because we live in America, and we're actually, when you go to Europe, you understand that we kind of get the technology after it's there first. So to be there and see it and really have the advantage, even if you don't buy it, but you come back and you know about it, you have an advantage. And you certainly have an advantage if you go there with something new and to show the world over there because they haven't seen it. And we're saying the world, but we mean the world. It's not an expression. It's literally a global, everybody's there.
Yeah, and we're offering as well what you just asked, Deborah, for first-time exhibitors from the United States to make it as easy and accessible. We have modular stand formats, for example, in the DNA area, where you can already start with 9, 12, or even tinier sizes, and it's like a plug and play. It's very comfortable, so you really come in, you get the support you need, and we're happy to help by that as well, a mark entrance into drupa. And what you just said as well, the world is meeting, and we even have like delegation days, country days. We have an India day, we have a Chinese day, we have an Egyptian day, we have a Japanese day. So it's quite impressive to see that so many delegates from all over the world, even tinier countries. I think the world has 192 countries, so 183 did join, and either they are via their associations organizing packages, or they simply come by themselves individually, but we'll make sure that by these country days they will connect and they will meet their peers and let's say industry friends.
Right, and that's actually a great point, because the if you own equipment, the manufacturers do bring people with them to drupa, and if you are in a print association, they also bring people to drupa. So these are another reasons to be part of the industry in those ways, to be connected to those ideas and those opportunities that as an individual you might not have. So certainly last year I saw all of the American print organizations walking around. They wouldn't miss it, and you guys shouldn't miss it either. And of course, if you're comfortable here, you'll be comfortable in the Printerverse at drupa, which there will be one.
Yes.
Not in a tent, though. It's too hot, even though I want it in the tent. But we're going to put on 11 days of free education that we will broadcast to the world. So it's a great opportunity for new companies we want to tell their stories as well. Of course, everybody wants to know what the big players are doing, and that is awesome, but it's the little players sometimes that really push the industry in the biggest ways. What was that area in 7?
That's the DNA. That was
DNA,
the drupa Innovation Park previously.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And now it has seen an evolution, a facelift, which is now then DNA.
So Sabine's website is drupa.com, and they have a blog now called Destination Drupa, which I'm helping to curate, and we're going to start telling stories about the Americans who have had success, whether it was they went there as an attendee and they networked and they met people and it changed their lives in some way, and that's really what it is. It's not just business changing. Drupa is life changing. It changed my life. Look who I'm sitting next to right now. And all I did was show up. Sometimes all you have to do is show up. And drupa is something not to be missed. Would you like to add anything else?
Yeah, probably just to underline again, it's really an outstanding, stunning atmosphere. And what people say is like, the spirit of the industry is really felt during 11 days. Even though it's so big, it feels like a family that joins every 4 years, and it simply gets you on a very emotional level as well. And just to underline as a last point, your question, how can we still help? I would like to point out our office here in Chicago, Messe Düsseldorf, North America. My colleague Anne is sitting there. So she's doing everything from a American perspective to support customers on the supplier side, on the exhibitor or visitor side to help or to provide orientation, guided tours, whatever. And they're even organizing an American pavilion. So
excellent.
As always at
Drupa
drupa.
and
So
everybody.
this helps just in case you're reconsidering and want to remain with your community from the United States. You can even join the pavilion and or consider an individual presence. We're very happy to help you and as well to share all the information with our colleague and team. They are perfectly in the market and they are happy to
They're
support.
amazing. They also have links for hotel rooms and to
Yeah.
answer questions. I forgot. It's a great resource. Drupa and everybody over there. Oh, that's Drupa and.
Yes.
Sabina, it is always a pleasure to see you. I know you are very busy. I won't take up more of your time, but everybody, drupa.com is the website. Just go look at it and make your decisions later. But we will be starting right after this show. We're going to start really gathering a community to go and make a difference. Thank you so much for all you do for all of us, for the world, for printing, for everything.
Yeah, thank you so much, Deborah, as well. I think we are all big ambassadors of the industry, and we love what we are doing, and that's the most important thing if you do it with passion.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Deborah.